Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for MS in Finance webinar. We are so excited for you to be here, and hopefully you will learn something exciting about the MS in Finance program. So to kick things off, we're just going to look at the agenda for today. We will do a quick introduction. We'll look at why Robinson. We'll do a program overview. We'll do a deep dive within the curriculum. We'll talk about your student experience at GSU. We'll look at the outcome guide, as well as the application process and tuition and financing. So to get things started, my name is Bailey Rundle, and I am your graduate recruitment manager here at Robinson. What this really means is that I am here to help you through the application and admissions process all the way to you being admitted into the program. So any questions you have about how to complete your application, any questions you have about starting the program, anything like that, I am here to help assist you with and make that process less scary and less intimidating for you. With us today, we are very excited to have our faculty director for the finance program, Dr. Ashroff. If you would like to introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bailey. Yes. All right. Thank you so much for being interested in our MS Finance program. And our program is very highly ranked, second among public universities and seventh globally. So I'm really excited to be serving as a faculty director of the MS Finance program. I've been serving in this role for the last 4 years. And it's been a great ride. I've been enjoying every bit of it. And so I'm looking forward to sharing more of these stories with you coming up. And I've been with GSU for 15 years, and it's been a great pleasure serving this university. Back to you, Bailey.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So to get the webinar started, we are really going to just take a look at why Robinson, why you should decide to do your MS in Finance degree here at Robinson. So those unfamiliar with Georgia State University, we are located in Atlanta, Georgia. And Atlanta, Georgia is considered the Fintech capital of the world. It is really where finance and technology are merging together. And this is really important because our program really is on the cutting edge of fintech and where finance is going to be in the future and how we can best prepare our students for that ever-changing world of finance. We do have a large metro area population of about 6 million. We are in the Eastern time zone, and we do have a humid subtropical climate. So what this really means is that we do see all 4 seasons, but our winters tend to be pretty mild and our summers do tend to get pretty hot and humid. The humidity will kill you. This is a deeper dive look into where we're located. So we are located in the southeastern portion of the United States. We are about 4 hours away from the ocean and about an hour or 2 away from the mountains. So if you ever need to get away to the beach or go up into the mountains for a quick getaway, you do have access to that. Some other fun things about Atlanta is that we were home to the 1996 Olympics. This is something we're very proud of and can still be seen within our city. We have the Olympic torches up. We have the Olympic rings. It's something that we are very proud of our history within the Olympics. Some other fun facts about Atlanta is that we are home to the busiest airport in the world. So more passengers pass through the Atlanta airport than any other airport in the world every single day. And what this means for our domestic students outside of Georgia, as well as our international students, are that there are flights in and out of Atlanta every single day. You can always find a flight home. They tend to be less expensive because we do have so many flights every day. Atlanta is also home to 40 corporate innovation centers. We are expected to create 1.9 million jobs by 2040. And Atlanta is home to 29 Fortune 500 and Fortune 1000 companies. These are some rankings of Atlanta. So Atlanta is rated the #1 best state for doing business, #1 US tech hub, #3 metro for STEM professionals, #5 state for innovation, 6th most attractive metro for Gen Zers, 8th best market for tech talent, 13th best place for business and careers, and 18th best city for young professionals in America. Atlanta is a really happening city right now. We have a ton of tech talent, a ton of STEM talent, and young professionals coming to Atlanta to help with these growing businesses that we have. So a look at GSU as a whole. So Georgia State University is comprised of about 53,000 students. We do a 2.6 billion economic impact on the Metro Atlanta and Greater Georgia area annually. Georgia State University is made up of 11 colleges and schools, and we are rated the #2 most innovative university in the country, something we're very proud of. So Robinson College of Business is one of those 11 colleges that make up GSU. So you'll either hear it, we say Georgia State and Robinson interchangeably, but they do mean the same things. Robinson is a part of GSU. Some students get a little confused about that. We have over 80,000 alumni, and we have about 1,750 graduate students within the College of Business. There are some of our key rankings listed there. The one that we're most proud of today is our #2 in finance, as we are talking about the finance program today. This is a look at our alumni influence. So our Georgia State alumni are very proud to be alumni, and they are constantly giving back to our students. And this is done in the form of site visits. They'll invite our students to come visit their companies. They come back to our campus and do symposiums, TED Talks. They're constantly interacting with our students. They're mentoring our students. They're hiring our students. We have a very close connection with our alumni. With our alumni comes influential strategic partners. We like to say nobody gets closer to business than Robinson. And this is in terms of our strategic partnership with these companies, as well as our geographical location to these companies. A lot of these companies' headquarters are located in Atlanta and are, feet away from our campus. So you can reach out pretty much and touch one of these big businesses. Delta's located in Atlanta, Home Depot, Coca-Cola, Truist Bank, which is the largest bank in the Southeast, Bank of America, Deloitte, EY, and many more. These is just a small snippet of all the company partnerships that we have. So this is your Masters of Science in Finance or Masters of Science in Finance team at Georgia State University. We are really here to help you from the moment you're admitted to the moment you graduate. And this is done by this wonderful team you have access to. So as I stated earlier, I'm your graduate recruitment manager. So I'm here to help you all the way through the admissions process. So questions that you have about your application, the admissions process, deadlines, things like that, I can assist you with. Once you've been admitted in the program, I'm going to turn you over to Gillian and Corey. Gillian is going to be your assistant director of student experiences. So anything that happens outside of the classroom, Gillian's going to be there to help you with. So those are all of your extracurriculars, those site visits I was talking about, symposiums. Gillian's going to be in charge of that for you. Corey's your academic advisor. So Corey's going to make sure that you are taking the right classes needed to graduate. She's going to make sure you're dotting your I's, crossing your T's, making sure that at the end of the day, you come out of your experience with the degree. And then Dr. Ashraf is your program director, and she's really there to make sure your curriculum is up to date, that you're learning the most important and impactful things that are going to help make you be successful after graduation. So I'm now going to turn it over to Dr. Ashraf, and she is going to go into a deep dive in the program and tell you everything you need to know about the curriculum.
Well, thank you so much, Bailey. Thank you for this wonderful introduction. And yes, we are very excited about our MS Finance program, and thank you for your interest for this to be admitted into the program. We are excited that our program is ranked 2nd among public universities and 7th globally, based on TFE Times Best Masters of Finance Program 2023, and which is up in trajectory from prior years. So we are extremely proud of our achievements. So our STEM certified graduate program is designed to foster innovative and critical thinking, technological soundness, and leadership skills that are demanded by the ever-evolving finance industry. In addition to this, in our highly program, which is dedicated to build students' knowledge in corporate finance, financial strategy, from valuation, investment banking, and innovation, we are also deep dive into fintech applications. So we have a very highly dedicated class designed to develop student skills in fintech applications. So, and also we have features related to practicum experience and access to corporate outreach and career advancement programs, which I'll talk briefly in a little bit. So we have a very broad range of fintech courses, starting from financial data analytics, machine learning, AI, and blockchain technologies to fintech payments, cryptocurrencies, and fintech ecosystem. And we are very proud that we have the first among the first labs in fintech. So our fintech lab, in this lab, students work on state-of-the-art business problems where students experiment with new technologies in collaboration with industry partners and faculty. And students also take part in fintech academy initiatives and engagement where industry partners, we bring industry partners into our classroom setting and where students explore new fintech technologies and propose breakthrough solutions for emerging trends. And exploring these open-ended questions allows students to engage into disruptive thinking and innovation, which is the main theme of Robinson College of Business. So for some of the examples of students' projects were ESG smart contracts, and an automated method for banks to assess and manage risk. And another one is relationship between ESG fund performance and regulatory landscape and technology, and donating securities with blockchain. So you can see that these are very open-ended questions and challenging problems students get to work with. And they not only propose these projects, they actually come up with solutions and they present in front of industry leaders, where industry leaders become the judge, panel judge, and they provide feedback to students. So these are very highly interactive mentoring opportunities for our students to develop not only curriculum knowledge, but also develop a very innovative mindset and how to develop relationship with our industry partners. We also provide fintech certificate option, which students can embed with the MS Finance degree, and which I will talk to you in more broadly, how you can embed that fintech certificate into the program. All right, let's talk about how our leadership development and professional development, component works. So through our corporate outreach and career advancement programs, we make sure that our students are market ready, and not only from the perspective of academic training, but also leadership skills and professional skills. So in one of the feature is that we have a course called Leading the Finance Function, where students get to be trained in a financial leadership course taught by our executive in residence, who is a Fortune 500, two-time Fortune 500 CFO. So here you get to be mentored by our executive in residence and trained how to develop professional perspective for your to develop career perspective overall. And then we have Financial Leadership Symposium, which is one of the highlights of our program, where we bring panels of C-suite executives to discuss some future topic of the finance, and which expose our students to best practices of business, emerging trends, and future of business. And this is also provides a platform for students to engage and interact with the industry professionals and develop networking skills. So many times students actually received internship opportunities through these kind of engagements. So we highly encourage our students to engage into these platforms, and we are very proud to be have this resource from this program. So we also have mentor pairing, where C-suite executives mentor to provide career advice and business connections. And students get to be coached by mentor and and develop relationship. And so these mentors will coach you and train you and groom our students to basically develop professionally. And we also have several alumni engagement and speaker series engagement options. And we are very proud of our career bootcamp, which is at the beginning of the semester. We provide that career bootcamp to provide thorough understanding how to really consider the path of career preparedness for our students. In addition, we also have boot camps for technologies where students get to be trained in technology aspects, for example, Tableau and R on advanced Excels. So let's talk about the structure of the program. So we start in the fall semester, and we have a 12-month or 16-month options. So you can choose any of these options. However, we highly encourage students who are working professionals to consider 16-month option. That gives you a little bit of breathing space while you are in the program. Our program is very highly challenging, and it requires students to dedicate a lot of hours in order to not only attend classes, but after classes in order to prepare and study and network and develop relationships. So we advise students to be mindful of that. It's a 30-hour curriculum, 11 courses, and it's a cohort structure. And it's located, our classes are located in Robinson Executive Center in Buckhead. We are very proud of our location and resources. It's a very fantastic location with state-of-the-art, classroom technologies, but also we have very nice lobbies where students can engage with their peers and study and really feel relaxed and spend a lot of time there. And so your class usually are 1 to 2 nights per week from 5:30 p.m. to 9:45 p.m. And this allows students to work full-time or part-time while pursuing the program. All right, let's look into the curriculum. I'm going to first talk about the 12-month option, and then let's quickly peek into the 16-month option. For the 12-month option, you start in fall semester, and then you go into spring and summer. So in the fall semester, you will take 13 credit hours. So you'll start with MBA 8135 Corporate Finance, and then you will also take financial data analytics and leading the finance function, which is a 1 credit hour course. Except for 8070, which is the leading finance function, 1 credit hour, all courses are 3 credit hours. So our structure of the semester is we have 2 sessions, MM1 and MM2. We call it mini master. And so first MM1 is first 8 weeks from August to October, mid-October, and then October to December is the second mini master. So the first mini master you will take 8135, 8090, and 8070. And the second mini master you will take 8300 and 8462. Each mini master is 8 weeks, comprised of 8 weeks. So it's a very focus. We meet every week, and then it's a very fast pace, as you can imagine. We cover a lot of material within 8 weeks of time. The spring semester is also structured similarly to mini master session, MM1, MM2. You will take 12 credit hours. The first mini master you will take 8320 Corporate Financial Strategy and Innovation, and I think, yes, Fintech Ecosystem 8460. The second mini master 88,000 and 8092. 8,000 is valuation of financial assets, and 8092 AI and machine learning. So as you can see, our courses are spread out in terms of developing students not only financial concepts and understanding, but also in terms of their development in fintech technologies, both AI, machine learning, and blockchain. And after that spring semester, the summer session, you will be, if you have an internship, then it will be counted 2 credit hours towards the program. Of course, the internship has to be related to finance. If you do not have internship, you can take 80/60 current issues in finance, which is a 2 credit hour course, or you can take experiential practicum course we have related to data or blockchain, 83/87, 83/88. All of these are 2 credit hours. So these are a June-July session. And in the May session, you will be taking derivative markets 8200, which is a 3 credit hour course. Let's quickly peek into 16-month options. So as you have noted down that in the fall semester, you will be, instead of the blockchain course in the second semester, you will be actually take that course to the next fall, okay? And for the spring semester, instead of taking that Fintech ecosystem 8460 in spring semester, you will take that in the second fall. Others remain the same. All of the courses stay in their places, and summer also remains the same. So now let's look into the Fintech Innovation Certificate option. So basically, you can obtain Fintech Innovation Certificate in addition to the MS Finance degree. In order to do that, you have to fulfill 4 course completion. So one of the good news is that 3 of the courses already part of our MS Finance program. Only 1 course you have to take in addition to the MS Finance program courses. So on this left side, you can see the required courses, and on the right side, you have the elective courses. You have to take 3 of these required courses. Good thing is that 2 of them are already part of the MS Finance program. So a Fintech Ecosystem, 8460 and 8462, Blockchain and Business Disruption, you're already will be taking as part of the MS Finance degree. So the only additional course that you will have to take is ENI 8010, which is Innovation Studio class. And on the right side, elective course, you can see that 8092 and 8090. So you have to take 1 course from among these 4 courses, but you would be taking 8092 and 8090. So you already fulfill the requirement of one selection from these 4 courses. So if you want to take Innovation Studio class, like if you're going for a Fintech certificate, you have to complete or fulfill Innovation Studio class ENI 8010. So one way to do that is that you can substitute one of the corporate finance course, which is valuation of financial assets 8000 or 8020 derivative markets. Either one of them can be considered as a substitute for ENI 8010. Or you can take this course additional to those fantastic finance courses. So many of our students realize that these are very, very important finance courses, and they do not want to substitute. So they take additional 8010 in addition to this 30 credit hour. If you choose to do that, it will be additional expense from your side. So here is a snapshot of who will guide you through this program from our faculty. So we have a very rich and diverse faculty group in the Department of Finance, each bringing expertise in their area they teach, perform research, and collaborate with industry partners. Our faculty are actively engaged in research and are internationally, they're recognized in their respective fields. So we are very proud of our faculty members, and we provide, who provide very rich engagement for our students, not only inside classroom, but outside. So many of you will be working as GRA with faculty members, and those are the greatest opportunities for you to deep dive into their research and explore their research field, and expose yourself to cutting edge technology and research. So so we are really excited that you are you're interested in the MS Finance program, and I encourage you to apply. to the MS Finance. And back to you, Bailey.
Awesome. Thank you so much for going over the curriculum and telling us a little bit more about the program, Dr. Ashraf. So as I stated a little bit earlier, you will have a student services team that is dedicated to everything outside of the curriculum for you. So they're really the touch point and the liaison between you and the university. They're there to help assist and develop your professional skills. They put on co-curricular and extracurricular activities. They do professional development workshops, industry events, company and site visits, as well as commencement activities. So Dr. Ashraf talked about this a little bit earlier, but this is a better look at the skill development workshops that you will partake in. You'll do R1, getting started with R in Studio, SPSS1, getting started, Strata 1, Python and Data 1, getting started with Python, Tableau 1, getting started with data visualization. You will also have access to our Career Advancement Center. And when we think of career advancement, we think of it in 3 stages. The first stage being pre-work. And in this stage, we're going to review your resume. You'll get access to the job portal handshake. You'll get LinkedIn profile feedback, as well as elevator pitch feedback. And this is all to help you go to job search prep, which is we do in forms of workshops. And so a couple of workshops that we'll put on are building your job search plan, job search strategies that actually work, resume renovation, how to get real results at career fairs and info sessions, as well as interview preparation and practice. And this is all to help you be successful in the 3rd stage of career advancement, which is go to market. So these are things like employee engagement events, join 1 or more professional associations related to your career goals, and coffee chats with industry professionals. Just as much as we want you to be successful inside the classroom, we want to make sure that you feel prepared to be successful outside of the classroom and to be able to be marketable after graduation. These are a couple employers that are actively recruiting our students at Robinson. We have Bank of America, JP Morgan, Delta, Georgia Pacific. Those are just a couple. We have an extensive list of companies that are actively recruiting our students. So this is our employment report. So this is from our last graduating class, so the class of 2022. 83% of our students were employed within 3 months of graduation. The average salary coming out of graduation was about $73,000, which was an average salary increase of 16%. We are a STEM certified program, and this is really important for our international students. It does make you 36 months OPT eligible. On the right-hand side here, you can see what kind of jobs our students went on to get. So anything from an underwriting analyst, trader, to a private high yield analyst, fixed income trader, director of finance, financial advisor / analyst. Our students go to work in a wide range of jobs. And then you can also see where our last graduating class went to work after graduation. Some big companies there, such as Amazon, Bank of America, Deloitte, EY, Lockheed Martin, Truist, and many more. So this is a look on our average incoming student. So this is from the 2021 incoming class. So the average student was about 27 years old, and they came in with 5.5 years of work experience. We are a little bit more male dominated. We are trying to get that to be about a more 50-50 split, which is on par with the rest of the business college. And we do have a large international population of about 61%. So to take a deep look in the application process, the first thing you're going to want to do when you apply is go online to our online application, and you can access that at gradapply.gsu.edu/apply. Please remember that there is a $50 application fee. So that online application is going to ask you everything like all the demographic questions, your address, your names, things like that. And then you'll have to upload some things. So some things you're going to need to upload are transcripts. So we do require transcripts from every place that you have taken a class in the university or college level. So even if you just went and took 1 or 2 classes in the summer at a separate university, and then you transferred that into your home university, we're still going to need to see those transcripts. For the process of reviewing your application, we can review your application on unofficial transcripts, but please be aware that we will need your official transcripts prior to you starting the program. We do require a resume. So we do want to see all the work experience that you've had. That can include internship experience, professional experience, any skills that you may have, especially within coding or programming, would be beneficial to see on your resume. We do not require work experience, but work experience can definitely help your application and provide another point to review. For our international students, we do require either the TOEFL or the IELTS scores for English proficiency. We will not accept Duolingo scores. For the TOEFL, we do require a 90 or higher, and for the IELTS, we do require a 6.5 or higher. We do not require GMAT or GRE scores. Some advice for the GRE and the GMAT scores is that if you choose to take the test, I would have the scores sent to yourself first, review the scores, and then decide whether you want to send them to the university or not. If you provide scores, we do have to consider them. So if they are low scores, they could in fact hurt your application versus sending in no scores. So just keep that in mind. We do not require letters of recommendation, but they're highly recommended. We recommend anywhere between 2 to 3 letters of recommendation from either your current or former supervisor or a current or former professor. So someone that can attest to your academic ability or your work experience. If you are going to get an academic letter of recommendation, it's always more impactful if that letter of recommendation does come from a finance professor. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at people to give you letters of recommendations. The personal statement. So your personal statement is a 750-word essay. And what's really important there is you're going to want to hit on 4 main topics. The first being why you're interested in pursuing a master's of finance degree. What are your career goals? How is this degree going to help you reach those career goals? And what do you bring to the program? What knowledge, skills, work experience is going to make you stand out in the program? How are you going to benefit the program? How are you going to lead conversations within the program? What skills do you bring to the program? So we really want to hit on those 4 topics. Another point of just reminder, it's important that you have that resume or that personal statement reviewed, minimal grammar errors, spelling errors. Make sure someone proofreads the essay. You proofread the essay to make it as strong as possible. And then we do require a video interview, and a lot of students get tripped up on the video interview and think it's an intimidating thing. It's really not. It is a self-recorded interview, so you're just going to be sitting in front of the camera and hit record. You have 5 minutes to answer 3 pre-recorded questions. Those questions are randomized, so we don't know what questions you're going to get. If I can give some advice for the video interview, it's to treat it as you would a professional interview. So dress professionally, speak professionally, prepare for it as you would a professional interview. Another important thing to remember is that you will have 3 chances to record the interview. And a lot of students take that as they just sit through the first attempt. The questions aren't going to change, so they write a script. And then for the second or third attempt in the video interview, they just sit there and read the script. We don't want you to just read the script. It's unpersonal. We can't judge how you would do in an interview with an employer. We want to see your personality. We want to see how you would perform in an interview if we were just sitting down one-on-one and talking. So please try not to just read off a script. It's better if you have those or if you take a moment to think about the question than to just sit there with a piece of paper in front of your face and just read it word for word. So those are just some things to think about when you are preparing your application. So this is a look at how much the program is going to cost you. So for our in-state residents, it is going to be about $37,500. And for our out-of-state and international students, it's going to be $43,500. There is a $50 application fee and a $250 seat deposit. A lot of students get confused on this $250. They think it's an additional $250 that they need to pay. It is not. It is included in that overall tuition and fee number. It's just $250 upfront that we need to secure your spot in the program. We understand that going to grad school is a huge financial commitment, and we're here to try to help offset that as best as possible. So we have a couple different financing options. We do offer merit-based scholarships and merit-based graduate assistantships. We also offer graduate research assistantship positions within the program, as well as some departmental specific scholarships and scholarships within the university. For our domestic students, we accept educational loans. So this can be in the form of federal student aid, Grad Plus loan, and private educational loans. If you have any questions about financial aid, financing your investment, setting up payment plans, anything like that, you are going to want to reach out to Graduate Student Financial Services, and you can reach them at rcvfinancialaid@gsu.edu, or you can give them a call at 404-413-7086, and they will be able to best assist you with anything financing of your degree. They are there to help you. So a look at our application deadlines. You are going to want to scan this QR code for our most up-to-date deadlines. We do admit in rounds, so just keep that in mind when you are looking at applying for the program. The application for spring 2024 and fall 2024 will be opening at the end of July, beginning of August. So depending on when you're viewing this webinar, the application may not be open or it may be open. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for that application. We do have 2 upcoming live webinars, and these live webinars will also come with an application fee waiver. So if you're interested in getting that $50 waived, you can attend one of these webinars. The first will be preparing your graduate business school application. And this is really going to do a deep dive within that application, how to apply, tips and tricks, things like that. And then there will also be a financial aid and scholarships webinar. So if you have any questions about how to pay for your degree, anything like that, and you want to have a live conversation, you can definitely do that in the financial aid webinar. So you can scan that QR code and it will take you to the registration link for both of them. Connect with a current student. So I could sit here and talk to you about how great the program is and why you should come to GSU until I'm blue in the face, but sometimes it's better to hear from a student's perspective on their current experience at GSU and Robinson. So this is just a small snippet of students that we have as student ambassadors. We have student ambassadors from all over the world and in every single one of our programs. So if you want to connect with a student that's in the program, or if you want to connect with a student from your home country, you have questions about where the best place to find Indian food is, or where you should be living, or how you can get involved on campus, things like that. Students are there to help you with. If you have questions regarding the program, what's it like really being in a mini-mester? Should I do the 12-month or the 16th month option? How is it working full-time while also attending school? These students are great. They're our student ambassadors, and they're really there to help ease you into this process at Robinson. So you can scan that QR code and find a list of all of our student ambassadors and connect with one of them. So thank you so much for joining our webinar today. I hope you learned something. I hope you're excited about the Robinson School of Business. I hope you're excited about getting a finance degree and that we see your applications here in the next recruitment cycle. If you have any questions that you need help with, anything regarding the application process, admissions, questions about the program, please do not hesitate to reach out. My email's there. It is brundle@gsu.edu, and I will be more than happy to help assist you. So thank you so much once again, and we hope to see you in the upcoming semesters. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much. Have a great day.